understand.
Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Yost's Chelsea Blues. Hope you guys are all doing well. Before we start, make sure you smash the like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss any great upcoming content. Make sure you follow the socials as well on Instagram and TikTok. We've got Sue in here for the transfer news video. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good.
We've got a lot of news to talk about today, so we're going to get straight into it. We have got news about Chelsea's big shortlist of attackers this summer. We've got Milos Kerkez to Liverpool basically being done. And then we've got Ilya Zabarnyi, another Bournemouth defender, looks like he's on his way out. So we've got a lot of news to talk about. And if anything breaks during recording, we're going to talk about that as well. So we'll get onto the Chelsea news first. Just going to share my screen now. The shortlist for Chelsea's attackers is, I'd say, not bad, but could obviously be doing better. Got here Hugo Ekitike on the list, João Pedro, Morgan Rogers, Mohamed Kudus, and Nick Woltmade. Now, out of those, what do you like? Who is your number one to go for out of those?
This Woltmade guy, I've never actually seen him play. So, what club does he even play for? Stuttgart, right?
That's him. The one I just paused on.
Okay. I would say of these guys, Morgan Rogers is who would be my number one out of the five.
And also, just to check, who would be your number two?
Number two really can be any of Pedro, Kudus, Ekitike. I mean, I've not really seen Ekitike play, so not Ekitike. But, I mean, the thing is,
I'm also taking the amount of money into the account of this. So I'll tell you my list after you've given your explanation.
So if that's the case, then João Pedro's gone then, because he's like 80 mil. So Ekitike's out, of course. If that's the case, number two would have to be Kudus.
Yeah, my number one and number two are. The thing is, I don't know how much Morgan Rogers would cost, so I'm actually going to put him two. I'm only putting Kudus one because we know how much he's roughly going to cost.
Yeah.
But my number three is, you'll be surprised, it's actually going to be Nick Woltmade. Do you know why?
Why?
Firstly, I don't want to go much into height, but he's 6'3" or something. So we all know we like to spam crosses into the box. That profile of player would be great for that. And also, he's going to come on a very cheap fee. So think about it. Business-wise, it's actually good. João Pedro, I'm not going near. And Ekitike, I'm not going near because of the amount of money. So if you're thinking of it logically, the likely ones are Rogers, Kudus, and Woltmade, if you think about it.
Yep, and that makes complete sense.
Exactly. So
I mean, like, for me, it's also about, like, I've not seen some of these guys play. So I'm obviously not going to put them as number one.
Like, if we get those three, Rogers, Caduce, and Waltmade, I wouldn't be angry. Like, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
Because Rogers is a good option in that front line. Caduce is the same thing. And Waltmade, he's like... I actually don't know how old he is, actually. Let me check.
I remember he was 20. For sure.
He's 23.
Oh, wow.
So it would be between him. So we would have Nick Waltmade, Nicholas Jackson, and Liam Delap as our striker options. One of them's obviously going to be the number one, most likely probably Delap. And then Nick Waltmade will probably be number two.
Yeah.
And then, well, obviously we have Mark Gue as well. He'll probably go on loan. But Jackson, I wouldn't mind seeing how he does on the left. Because we know he's played left wing before, don't we?
Yeah.
So he could be an option for both. So we can count Jackson as like a left wing / striker option. So that gives us even more flexibility. So I wouldn't mind getting those three in. So yeah, I mean, let me know in the comments of what you guys think. Should we get Nick Waltmade and Caduce and Rogers? And if you disagree and think we should get Ekitike or João Pedro, let me know in the comments. Now, the next bit of news broke about 2 hours ago. I think you know what I'm about to say, don't you?
I mean, there was a set of news that we might speak about. Oh yeah, this one. There was another one that I thought you were going to speak about. It was Zubimendi to Arsenal. That was another one I thought you were going to speak about.
That one I will speak about, but this broke 2 hours ago from Fabrizio Romano, breaking Milos Kerkez to Liverpool. Here we go. Plan from May confirmed as it's all agreed between the clubs. £40 million transfer fee, long-term deal, and Kerkez set for medical in the upcoming days. Kerkez to Liverpool, never in doubt. Just like Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz is and he's also just passed his medical, Florian Wirtz. So Liverpool are getting another two very good players here. And they've also got Frimpong, remember that. So Liverpool's transfer window has been amazing, hasn't it?
Yeah. And they also
after just winning the league. After just winning the league
They also just sold Kwanzaa as well to Bayer Leverkusen.
Yep. I did a short about that yesterday as well. So, yeah, Liverpool are doing very good business in the summer from what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
I mean, I think he would work very well. I mean, he's there to replace Robertson because Robertson's like done by this point.
Yeah.
Right. And then you look at Man City as well. The transfers. I think the title race is obviously between Liverpool and Man City this year.
Yeah, I don't think Arsenal are anywhere near.
No.
Yeah.
Unless they sign even if they sign Sesko, I don't think they'll be near. It has to
if they sign Kerkez, they are in it.
Yeah. But I'm saying it has to be Kerkez. It can't be Sesko for me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, guys, let me know what you think of Kerkez to Liverpool being done. I think it's an amazing deal. Silvan thinks it is as well. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you disagree. Never know, we might get some of them. Next is about another Bournemouth defender possibly on their way out. You know what's mad?
Signed a player yet? Then.
Yeah, this is what I'm about to say. Bournemouth are about to let 3 of their defenders go, and Semenyo could possibly go out the door as well.
How many players have they even signed then? Like,
they haven't signed any.
I'm gonna go. Hold on, so they have 0 transfers in. Like, they need to start working now, like, to get the replacements.
Yes, but the reason what I'm about to say, look at this. We've got someone coming out here saying breaking Ilya Zabarnyi. PSG are set to sign Ilya Zabarnyi from Bournemouth. Let's go. Paris Saint-Germain is set to reach an agreement with AFC Bournemouth to sign centre-back Ilya Zabarnyi for a deal worth 15 million euros. No, 60 million euros, sorry. Sources confirm that the deal is imminent. I'm just going to put it a bit bigger here. Personal terms agreed a week ago. Ilya Zabarnyi will sign a 5-year contract until June 2030. The centre-back loves the idea to play in Paris, as revealed last week. Last exclusively revealed last week, negotiations were ongoing between Paris Saint-Germain and Bournemouth, PSG offering €50 million package, with Bournemouth asking €70 million package. Agreement to be reached in the middle for €60 million package. If all goes to plan, the negotiations will be officially closed in the next days, with the process of paperwork and documentation to being Ilya Zabarnyi is waiting to join PSG will be a key player for Luis Enrique. Ilya Zabarnyi to PSG, let's go. Obviously, Fabrizio Romano hasn't said this. He hasn't, but he has said something about this. He has said something about the Ilya Zabarnyi news. I'm going to just bring that up now because I did see it. Where is it? It's not that. Here it is. So this basically confirms that what that source was saying is right. Paris Saint-Germain keep advancing in talks to sign Ilya Zabarnyi after personal terms agreed last week. Negotiations underway for fee close to 55 to 60 million euros, as L'Equipe reported. Not a done deal yet, as Bournemouth insist on their conditions. What do you think of this, Suan? What do you think?
I mean, what do I think of Zabarnyi's move, or what Fabrizio said?
What do you think? What do you think of Zabarnyi's move and how PSG are getting this deal done?
Who's their current centre back that they have?
They've obviously let go of Dean Huijsen.
No. PSG. Sorry.
Oh, PSG. They've got Marquinhos, and I think they've got Pacho.
If I look at the starting 11, that they lost against Botafogo.
Oh yeah, they did lose to Botafogo.
Pacho and Beraldo. Pacho and Beraldo were the centre backs.
Oh.
But Marquinhos. So, if we go to the Champions League final, right?
Marquinhos was starting in that.
Yeah. Yeah, Pacho. Pacho was the other one.
Yeah. So
they're
getting another. They're getting another centre back.
It's good to play in terms of like he could be a good rotational player, I would say. If PSG have a midweek match against Barcelona, and then they play against whoever they have, like Rennes or whoever they have in the French league on the weekend, he could play that Rennes fixture, for example.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I just feel like 55 million euros for a backup player doesn't sound good.
That is true.
So I just feel like he should be starting if it's that amount of money. Yeah, so Yeah, let me know what you guys think of Ilya Zabarnyi possibly going to PSG. Well, it's looking very possible now, but let me know what you think in the comments. And do you think it'll be a good move for him? Now, let's just check the latest before we wrap this all up. And I did have something ready to show you lot. And it's a bit of Chelsea news. So let's share this now. Got from Team Talk. Enzo Maresca is believed to be a huge fan and sees Sporting defender Diomande as one of the top defensive targets to bolster his back line. Despite links with Crystal Palace, Real Madrid, Newcastle and Chelsea have shown the most concrete interest. He has an €80 million release clause and Chelsea exploring ways to structure a deal with performance-based bonuses that could bring the fee down. What do you think of this, Sue, and what do you think?
80 million, right?
He's got €80 million. He's got €80 million
of their team. Why do you use that for the striker on their team?
Yeah, why don't you use that for Kerkez?
That's all. I mean, that's just a very odd thing.
Yeah, but let's say if he was going to cost a bit less, would you go for him?
But here's the thing, yeah, I don't watch Sporting. Like,
yeah.
So, like, I think I need to. I think if anyone watching this video is a Sporting fan or a Benfica fan or something that watches Sporting quite a few times, like,
let us know how good he is.
Yeah, but I think for 80 million, it may or may not work out. And then because we're looking at, because the other question is, right, where would he fit in this team? Like, who would he play over, for example? There's no way Colwell isn't playing, so it will have to be Colwell, right? I'm assuming.
And
then Chalobah might be leaving for Palace. Like, there's a good chance Chalobah's leaving. And then you got this, so that this fellow will probably have to start with Colwell, but that's if Fofana isn't injured. Is injured, sorry. And then if Fofana isn't injured, then out of the three of them, who do you play? I will say, right, if he's actually a good player, it's a good thing. It's actually a good thing to have him here because of the Champions Leagues and everything. Like, you know, maybe like let's say because I know one of them, you have Liverpool at home after the first Champions League game. So imagine it's Liverpool at home, but the previous Champions League game it was against PSG or Bayern Munich or someone. Like, you know, you can have Fofana play that fixture, and then against Liverpool, or maybe Fofana starts again, or if say it's Bayern Munich before a match against Everton, for example, Diomande might maybe play the Everton match. Basically similar to what I said with Zabarnyi.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you guys in the comments, let me know if Chelsea should go for Diomande. I think we should, but not for that amount of money.
Yeah, definitely not 80 mil.
Just gonna have one.
I think at this point, right, the main team is good, right? In terms of the starting 11 is good. But what you really want, except for Robert Sanchez, but outside of that, like the outfield 10 players are actually decent. You know, even Jackson will still, like, he does score goals now, but he'll still, you know, him and Delap, they'll probably still score. There'll probably still be a tandem where they score quite a lot of goals together.
Yeah.
So you're looking at maybe a 10 that is actually like the 10 players, the outfield 10 are good. But now it's like, you know, you want to sign a player that improves the 10 to an even better level, just like what Liverpool have done well, I mean, I say what Liverpool have done, as if they didn't also sell a few of their players as well, like Trent, Robertson, that have done it for years. But you get my point, right? That you want to improve
definitely.
the starting 11, and then the current starting 11, I don't want to say they play on the bench, but it's more of a, it's more of a split role sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
It's like you split the role together. For example, if it's Kukurea and Hato, for example, and like I said, we had the match against Liverpool, and say it was like Barcelona the previous Wednesday. You could have one of them play against Barcelona and the other guy playing against Liverpool.
yeah, definitely. I mean, you guys in the comments, let me know. But there is another thing. You know how you've just spoken about Liverpool?
Have they signed another player?
No, but they've been linked with another player and a Chelsea target for the centre back position. Can you guess who that is?
Yeah, I know who it is. Oh, I know who it is.
Who do you think it is?
Mark Gahey. I know. I've seen the news already. But here's the question.
Here
Here's
it
the thing with
is.
Mark Gahey, right?
Here it is. I'm just going to say the news first. Liverpool are expected to make a significant offer for Crystal Palace defender Mark Gahey. Having moved swiftly to raise funds with the sale of Gerald Konsa to Bayer Leverkusen, Chelsea, Gahey's former club, have also been interested by Sam Wallace. What do you think of this, mate?
Why? Like, why you even like? No, like, what's the point for me? Like,
I don't know.
no, like I could understand, for example, like the Kerkez deal. You have the left back Robertson being done, right? The right back. I can understand Frimpong, to replace Trent and everything. Well, Gurley, like, what is the point? Like, why is he even doing? Because you got Kanate, you got Van Dijk. Maybe maybe they're putting Kerkez. No, not Kerkez. Maybe they're putting Gurley as the rotation player I previously meant for the rotation role. I don't know.
But the thing is, I don't think he'll accept that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's definitely coming into Chelsea and being one of the main people, one of the main starters. Yeah. I think he'd rather go to Chelsea, former club. Why not go back?
Starters and everything, yeah. Well,
exactly.
My question is to go to Liverpool. Like, what's the point? Like, if you see what I mean.
The only thing is just because they've just won the league, but yeah, but yeah.
It's not
anyway.
This isn't me saying. This isn't me like having a dig at Liverpool for signing him. Like I understand that you want to improve the team, but I don't think Gahey improves their centre backs. Personally,
yeah.
Like for Liverpool, it's like this.
If he goes there, he'll be the worst one there.
Yeah, it's like it's like a. This doesn't improve the team. So I don't understand why you're like. This is just going to be a pointless signing, if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, let me know in the comments, Liverpool fans, would you get Mark Gurley? But before we round this one out, just gonna share one more bit of news. You actually mentioned this player about a few minutes ago when we talk about the left back situation. I think you know who I'm on about now.
Mm-hmm.
Joel Hato. Arsenal has initiated official discussions with Ajax and held positive talks with Joel Hato's representatives. A 6-year deal is on the table and the player is evaluating Arsenal's project. Chelsea held initial talks over signing Hato earlier this summer. So it's between Chelsea and Arsenal. Who do you think gets him?
Now, right. Who do Arsenal currently play at left back? Is it Skelly, right?
Miles Lewis-Skelly,
And then two
and they've
right
got
back. That's what they have, right?
they've got Zinchenko as well as a backup.
I mean, he doesn't even play anymore. Like it's really just Miles Lewis-Skelly.
Yeah, but let's say he does get injured, Zinchenko will come in. My thing is, they've still got Kieran Tierney.
No, he's gone to Celtic.
Oh, has he?
I swear he just signed with Celtic.
Has he? Hang on, let me just check that.
Yeah, he signed with Celtic already. Like last week.
Has he actually?
Yeah, 5 years.
Oh. Wow. Didn't even see that. Well. Small world, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Who do you think will get Joe Hato then?
It depends on what he wants. Like what position. Like you mentioned about Gehi, right? Hato is going to be in a similar situation. Would he want to play back up to Kukurea, or is he gonna like fight with Lewis? Like Lewis Skelly is a brilliant player and everything, but you're also looking at what 17-year-old. I think he could be the experience that that Miles Lewis Skelly, might need as well. But then you get people saying like, like what's the? I mean, I don't even know at this point. Like, I was saying is you might get some people who would say he's like, why would you have experience like if you have experience, sorry, would that stop Miles Lewis Skelly's progression? Well, for me, it's like maybe.
I don't know.
But at the same time, right? At the same time, he could give advice as well.
Yeah.
Well, how old is this guy, by the way?
I think he's 19.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned experience. He doesn't even have any himself.
Yeah, but yeah,
So
we'll see
on
what.
that basis, then, right? Maybe he could come. I don't know. He might want to come. Like if he wants to start, he'll probably go Arsenal. But then, maybe he might see like Kukurea. If he sees Kukurea as a good experienced player in terms mentor wise, maybe he might like join like Chelsea. It depends on
And he might learn from.
like position, what role he wants to play. Really.
Yeah, and he might learn off Cucurella. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, we are gonna round out there. You guys, let me know in the comments of where you think Gerald Hatter will go, Arsenal or Chelsea. But yeah, I'm gonna round out there. Thank you very much, Simon, for joining me. It's been a pleasure, mate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on as well.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have you on many times on this channel. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe, turn on notifications to miss any upcoming content. Make sure you follow all the socials as well on Insta and TikTok, all of that good stuff. And yeah, we will see you for the live stream for Flamengo versus Chelsea later on. In a bit, and peace. We are out.